Insight from the Big Biz Show. No charge.
That's right. CBS Radio Network, Business Talk Radio Network, and the BiZ Television Network. Are you a buy and holder?
Buy and holder, baby.
Buy and holder. That hasn't worked since, I'm going to call it 1982. And I think my next guest will tell you that. His name's Doug McKay.
Well,
he's
great.
the founder of antiwallstreetguy.com. Welcome to the program. What's up, buddy?
Thanks, guys.
So am I right? Buy and hold strategy?
It's dead. It's way dead.
Now, I'll be over here then if you guys want to have your
Tell
own
us who
talk
you
show.
are, first of all. Are you a broker? Or
I'm
are
a
you
registered investment advisor. I have my own company. It's called Pro Investor Coach.
Oh, good.
I'm also the founder of antiwallstreetguy.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also the founder of the 4-Minute Trader. So most people go to my blog because it's very transparent.
Okay.
Tell them what I'm doing, why I'm doing it.
Okay.
I like to teach.
I want to start the 4-minute trader thing,
Sure.
because that sounds interesting, because I have a short
Well, you got those
attention
4-minute
span. I
ad
just
thing.
want to go on and look, and you say, buy this, it's bitching, here's why, and I'll go, oh, okay, I trust you, and you click and go.
Yeah,
Something like that?
Yeah, it actually is. You know, we're talking about the S&P today. Right
Yeah.
now, I'm short the S&P in the 4-Minute Trader. What we do is we use an inverse ETF called the SH.
Slow it down, pal.
So
He's breathing through his mouth.
right.
It's like when I buy the QID or the DXD.
Right.
Okay.
I'm shorting the NASDAQ.
You're
I'm
buying
shorting
shares
the
that
Dow. He's
do that.
shorting the S&P. But he's not. What he's doing, he's there's a basket of stocks
Okay.
in the form of an exchange traded fund ETF, so he can trade throughout the day.
Is that the
I'll
DX?
I'll just translate for
Wait,
you.
is that like the DXD or
It's
whatever
like,
that other
just
looks
like
like?
I said, DXD
Okay.
and the
The
QID.
S&P.
Short the Dow.
It's all these letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today we're talking about the market being flat and so on. And unless we get a close on the S&P cash, the S&P 500 above 1103,
Oh, boy.
we're still short the market, meaning we're making money as the market drops.
Yeah. See,
and
that's
as far
great.
as the Dow goes, you were talking about the DXD. Unless we get a close above 10250, which Sully would know as a technician, that's resistance.
Yeah,
we're still short the market.
yeah, that's our new resistance.
That's where we
level.
keep getting, and
In fact,
we're not
I'm
going
not sure.
past
Do we have
that?
lower thirds today or not? No. Okay.
No, we don't
let me
need
bring
that.
it up. I'll tell you exactly what you're because we've got support. We're actually support at 10,115.
I'll take it.
Resistance between 10,250 and 10,345 right now. So what you're talking about is he's talking about now. Did you see? I am a technician, so we saw a double dip. We saw a double bottom last week.
Exactly. I hit that on my blog.
And the reason what that means is, let me just explain this in normal terms. If you bought it, and I've said this before, if you buy a stock at $100 and you don't get, when I refuse to lose 10%.
Right.
Right now in this market, I refuse to lose 5%. So the minute you buy a stock, you better know the day you're going to sell it. Unlike a car or a house or a
All
boat
right.
or anything else.
Sure.
If I buy at 100, I know I'm out at 95. Right
Exit
now.
strategery.
On a normal market, I'm probably a 10% refuse to lose guy, but right now I'm 5%.
Okay.
What that means is I put a stop loss in right out. The second I buy it, I put a stop in and sell the stock. Let's say you didn't do that. Let's say you weren't listening to the program,
And you were in
let's
love
say you
with your
didn't-
stock.
Let's say you didn't go to 4minutetrader.com or listen to or go to proinvestor.com or whatever.
Okay.
And let's say you bought that stock at 100 and let it go down to 60.
I would be screaming.
And let's say it came up to 80 and it dropped down to 60. again.
Oh.
What do you think you'd do when it went back to 100?
Sell it
You'd
and do
sell
laundry.
it in a minute, and that is that's the psychological idea behind resistance and support.
Right.
Is that people are not going to get burned more than once, and the folks that don't take emotion out of this,
Right.
that's exactly, and that's why it's predictable.
This thankfully, this business has nothing to do with intellect.
Yeah.
It's everything with discipline.
Thankfully, for guys like us.
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
going on
Actually,
here,
for guys
guys?
like me and
What
him,
happened?
he's smarter than we are. I
don't
can
know
tell you
about
that.
But it really is all about that. And I learned how to manage money for clients and also have people follow me on the 4-Minute Trader by trading futures. And if you don't cut your losers short and quick, you're out of business.
Oh,
Let's,
yeah.
You're
let's
broke.
talk about 4-minute. You have a blog called 4minutetrader.com. Is that what it is?
Well, if you go to antiwallstreetguy.com,
Okay.
that kind of explains everything. What
Okay.
that means is no buy and hold, no just play in the market in one direction, no
Don't do
worry,
anything I'm doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's really about what Sully said. Hey, cut your losers short and quick.
Yeah,
let
yeah.
your profits flow.
Yeah.
I'm a big IBD guy, Investors Business
Yeah,
Daily
sure.
guy. So I agree with you. 7-8% back, I'm out.
Let me ask you this.
Wow.
I've got a couple philosophies here too. And keep in mind, people listening to us, whether they be novice investors
Right.
or day trade, because we have both. You
Sure,
got guys
sure.
calling up on day trade that are looking at a double top in a stock, and I realize you know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
When we come back to the break, I want to talk to you about a couple rules I put in place. I want to
Sure.
see how you feel
Right.
about that.
Perfect.
His name is Doug McKay. He's the founder of antiwallstreetguy.com. In fact, we have his website up on the television screen for our TV audience and for the radio audience. Whether you're listening to us in San Diego or Las Vegas or New York City or Atlanta or Jackson, Tennessee, you can go to his website, which is antiwallstreetguy.com, and get some pretty cool stuff. I've taken a look at the website, and I got to tell you, I agree with about 99% of what you say. I just want to bounce off you to see if I'm doing it right.
Yeah, and in 4 minutes, you can do a lot. I mean, I've got 3 kids, and there's 8 minutes out of my life, so I think what I can do with a little more time.
Russ and Sully on the Big Biz Show, bigbizshow.com.
We're good there.
Hey, our guest today, Doug McKay, the founder of AntiWallStreetGuy.com. So tell us about, you have a subscription type service, so tell us all about it.
All right, so a couple of things I do. First of all, I manage money for clients where they keep their money where they want it. Could be Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Trade King, etc. I have limited power of attorney. I can go into those accounts, buy, sell. I'm fee-based, so I'm not compensated on transactions. So my motivation is to make.
So in other words, every quarter you get a percentage of that
That's
portfolio, and if the portfolio goes up, you get paid more.
Right.
Good.
And
That's cool.
initially, I don't charge the client until they start making money. And everything that I've done in terms of when I was in the market, when I was out of the market, whether that's archived on my radio shows in the past, it's on my blog. So I'm very transparent. Those are individuals that want me to manage their money. And again, they keep it where they want. So they can see it. And then every week for those managed accounts, I send them a screen capture video. And I say, listen, this is why we're out of the euro. This is why we're in gold, or vice versa. Then I have individuals like we were talking about, Sully and I at the break, that like to manage their own money. And they just want somebody's shoulder to look over. So they want to learn, pull the trigger at the same time. That's the 4-minute trader. The whole concept of the 4-minute trader is you can log on to my blog.
Which is AntiWallStreetGuy.com.
AntiWallStreetGuy.com.
On the blog.
Right.
Okay.
Go to 4-minute trader, put your little username or password in, and it tells you what to do that day. This is not day trading. What we're looking to do is go with the trend. Right now, until like...
Have you ever heard me say the trend is your friend?
Yeah.
So
does your blog ever say just sit tight? Don't do anything today, or is it,
most of the time it is.
Most? Because
the market dictates how long the trend will last. In other words, I was short, and this is all transparent and on record. Because we broke 1180 on the S&P cash, I was short 2 days before the crash.
Yeah, I went to cash. I made for the exact same reason.
Okay, so that
what was
trend,
that reason again? Because it went too high or something?
No, we broke support.
No, you broke support level.
Yeah, we broke a floor.
See, I mean,
I got the support.
You've
thing
seen it happen time and time again, where we've looked at a 5-year plan, a 5-year chart of the Dow, or a 1-year chart of the Dow.
Right.
You can see where support and resistance fills in, and that's why I love going sideways for a while, because it gives us some support.
Exactly, gives you some direction. It's a game of probabilities. I think the most important thing about the blog is I like to teach: please don't buy and hold. Buy and hold does not work unless the market's trending. Get yourself in a situation.
Well, look, it's like you can buy and hold and not make any money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you buy and hold and expect to make the returns, like in my worst year, the Great Correction, as we dubbed it, I was up like 30% that year because I hedged and started shorting QID and DXD. I was making like 10, 15% a day, but people get too emotionally involved in it, and you just have to put on the blinders. Do you agree that I'm a gap up guy? We gap up 10% a day, take some money off the table. We gap up. I told you my refuse to lose plan as well.
Right. Yeah. I'm a big as a technician as you are, Sully. I'm really big into gaps. Gaps almost always get filled to the upside or to the downside.
Well, listen, I want to bring you back.
Good. Perfect.
Doug McKay. AntiWallStreetGuy.com. I'm going to have you back.
Shirt, by the way, the Gap, because it's a good one.
We're going to have him back next week. He's going to be our day trader guy. All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming in today.
That was not enough.
Russ and Sully, Big Biz Show. Hour number 2 coming up next. BigBizShow.com is our website. CBS Radio, Business Talk Radio, American Forces Radio, and BiZ Television. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, thank you. Listening to it.